These are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Tatum at the 4 with Keita in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
Pass to Coward. It's Wells on the wing. Here's Hendricks. Jerome outside. Here's Coward. No good from outside. Boston on offense. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. Coach showed nothing but respect for Derek White. He told me White is the ultimate glue guy. He's not worried about his stats. Instead, he fills in the gaps and does whatever is necessary to help his team win. He is truly an unselfish player. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Prosper. After the basket by Boston. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. It's stolen away. Over to the left wing. The 3 ball. And he buries his first look.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, for obvious reasons, this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in White running the pick and roll.
Good work defensively by White.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul. Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Dan, looking back on the 2017 draft, at the time, you believe Jayson Tatum was the best prospect.
And with hindsight, BA, that seems obvious. But back then, Markelle Fultz was the consensus #1 pick. Credit the Celtics for trading back and getting their guy.
And he sinks the second. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
You know, Derek White is what you call a combo guard. He can play on or off the ball. There we saw his passing ability.
Prosper misses. Celtics lead by 4. White on the wing. He's covered by Jerome. Right side Tatum. Five to shoot. Back to Hauser. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Passing out of a pick and roll. Tatum's such a good decision maker. You want the ball in his hands.
Now here's Jerome. And he gets it to go.
With his level of quickness, it's tough to keep up defensively.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. Brown finds White. They set the screen. Inside, here's Keita. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Keita's got his second basket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Tatum can't hit. Grizzlies trail by 4. Jerome outside. Boston pulls it in. Pulls it from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. Jerome against White. Tries again. And it's good on the layup. White's got 6.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Back to Jerome. There's the three. Called in by Brown.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Pass to Tatum. Here he goes. Intercepted. Here's Wells. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics lead by 6. Hauser passes to Tatum. And then Tatum slams it in.
That's a big-time move by Jayson Tatum. I don't know how many style points you give him on that one.
Memphis has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Outside Wells. Back to Jerome. Pass to Prosper. Takes the three. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Brown passes to Tatum. Hauser outside. Outside, Brown lets the three fly after missing his first attempt. Now 1 for 2.
Well, Brown returning the favor. That three at the other end didn't sit well with them.
Pass to Prosper. Here's Hendricks, hounded by Tatum. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Garza's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Jayson Tatum. Now here's Brown. They set the pick. Pritchard, the pass to Garza. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Jerome with the ball, defended by Pritchard. It's Wells on the wing. Here's Coward. No made baskets yet, and the shot goes in.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Celtics lead by 8. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Pritchard. Outside White. And rejected. Pass to Wells. For 3. Sinks the tray. And it's now only a 5-point Celtic lead.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Pritchard surviving the D. And he gets the bucket.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's Prosper. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Pass to Garza. Now here's Hauser. Outside, Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A line change here for Memphis. Grizzlies trail by 7. Pass to Gibson. Here's Spencer. And there's the screen. Defended by Pritchard. Ooh, great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. To the inside. It's a one-on-one situation. And 1:01 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Spencer. Jacks up a 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. To the paint. Here's Garza. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Spencer. Shoots over Pritchard. And there's Memphis with another bucket.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions. But can they push through and grab the lead?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
Had it fallen, but it is offline. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Boston out in front, up by good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
You also have to commend them for their fearless attitude offensively. They've been productive when driving to the basket.
They've got Taj Gibson, and it's Jackson in at the 4. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And really an offensive transformation for the Grizzlies since 2024, Greg.
Yeah, they're pushing the pace, playing a unique style with a lot of cutting and movement off the ball, crashing the offensive glass. I mean, it all seems to be working.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jayson Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Back to you, BA.
He's come a long way. All right, Allie, thank you.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now here's Pritchard, still without a bucket. Softly drops in the floater, and the Celtics lead by 4.
Nice little floater there. Soft touch.
Defended by Pritchard to the left wing. From the arc. Garza grabs the board.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Yeah, the closer Tatum gets, the easier it is for him. His touch is just so good.
And so Tuomas Isolo calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. So both teams changing it up here. Back to Jerome. Jackson outside. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Shot clock at 5. Jerome, that's good. Jerome's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Pass to Walsh. Blocked! All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Jerome. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Now Tatum. Tatum like a freight train coming. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And that's on the defense there. You can't give Tatum those lanes and launching pads to the rim.
Jackson against Tatum. And it's Jackson on the take. And the dunk by Jackson.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, BA, you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make 3s. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
Now here's Jerome. 6 points for him. Pass to Jackson. Here's Hendricks. Back to Jackson. Pritchard with a steal. Tatum inside. Defended by Jackson. Outside Pritchard. Here's Walsh. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Jackson outside. Shoots over Tatum. Rebound Boston. Here's Gonzalez. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Pritchard. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Here's Coward. The 3 is up. And another miss by Memphis. Here's Gonzalez. Here's Pritchard. And the layup falls. And now an 8-point Celtic lead.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Jackson outside. Pass to Coward. Nice move. It's rebounded by Walsh. Boston leading by 8. Down low. Tipped. Here's Coward to win the cold spell. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Both teams will make substitutions. The Celtics have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. And it's Brown off the drive. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Hey, anytime you're guarding Brown, you have to account for his acceleration.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Brown gets the inside finish.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Pass to Hendricks. Rebounded by the Celtics. Kid has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Brown rising high for the finish.
Well, this offense is much more effective when Tatum is making the extra pass and setting up his teammates.
And the call will be against Jayson Tatum. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Hendricks, hounded by Tatum. Pass to Wells. White against Jerome. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hendricks. Here's Coward. Connects from downtown. Coward's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
The kick to Tatum. Let's go with a 3. Tatum drills the 3.
Yeah, I love watching Tatum compete like this. Getting his revenge with a 3 of his own.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Brown looking around. Pass to Tatum. From deep. Tatum connects on the corner 3.
Yeah, no question Tatum can take over a game at a moment's notice.
Here's Wells. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
White against Jerome. White can't hit. Grizzlies trail by 9. Launches a 3. Tatum pulls it in. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
1:41 left in the first half. Pass to Coward. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Back to Wells. Now Jerome. Just 5 to shoot. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on White. And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jayson Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Now here's Brown. He's got 11. Hauser outside. Back to Brown. Hauser right side. Jerome with the ball. Pritchard picks him up. And it's Coward missing. Boston leading by 9. White, the pass to Keita. 2 points. That one goes. Keita's got 6.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Boston with the ball. Following the bucket by the Grizzlies. 30 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Hendricks. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Now here's Brown. Six to shoot. They set a pick. To the middle. Here's Hauser. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so it's Jayson Tatum making highlights for the Boston Celtics. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. We'll be right back after this word. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And you know, Jayson Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
So the Celtics 5 right now. Tatum at the 4 with Keita in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. Jerome, that's good. Celtics lead by 5. Tatum drives in. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Jalen Wells. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jayson Tatum. He is the real deal.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Boston's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Here's White driving in. Inside. White gets it to go.
Cunning drive by White. He saw a hole and took advantage.
Pass to Coward. There's a screen. Here's Prosper from outside the arc. Keita pulls it in. Keita's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And the jam by Brown.
Attacking the rim at full speed. No one wanted to get in Brown's way.
Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Coward. Give him 8. And it's in there. Coward's got 10.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You just have to love the aggressiveness.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
Now here's Tatum. Ooh, here's White on the drive. The Grizzlies pull it in. Coward's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Good work defensively by White. Tatum gets the bucket. Tatum's got 23.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Now here's Jerome. 10 points for him. Got it.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
It's White with a drive. Keita pass to White. And here's Brown for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Coward's got 6 rebounds in the game. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you guys.
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Outside White. Tatum inside. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Great move by Tatum. Getting to the rim and throwing it down.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. You talk about a high-variance team. The Grizzlies keep you guessing, Coach.
Yeah, they do. They're young, brash, a ton of talent, and at times they've seemed poised to take over the West, but it hasn't happened yet.
Now here's Wells. He has 6. Pass to Jerome. The 3. Keita pulls it in. Keita's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Cuts off the pass. Here's Coward beyond the arc. And another miss by Memphis. Now here's Hauser. He's closely guarded. Keita. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw no good. Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla's a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
Boston leading by 9. Outside White. Pass to Tatum. Look at Tatum using his length.
Yeah, and that screen was really all Tatum needed. Just a little bit more breathing room so he could go to work.
Takes it inside. And it's Coward missing.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And it's Tatum missing. Grizzlies trail by 11. Pass to Coward. Three-pointer. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. And here's Hauser. To the paint. Here's Tatum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, there's a high percentage look for Tatum. The defense did what it could.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Boston.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
Yeah, another thing, this offense came in aggressive, driving into the lane, forcing the defense to try to adjust. So far, the defense hasn't had enough of an answer.
Drops in the 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
And so Tomas Isolo calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's Wells. He's got 6. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Prosper. Now Wells. The 3 is up. Hauser grabs the board.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And finished off by Tatum.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And he throws it down with one hand.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Pritchard's checked in for Hauser. Pritchard finds Tatum. And here's Brown for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Pass to Wells. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Boston leading by 9. Outside Pritchard. Now here's Brown. Inside, here's Garza. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Garza's got his 2nd basket of the game. Here's Coward. He's guarded by White. And that one's good. Coward's got 7 now in this quarter.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Stan, one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Following the bucket by Boston. Outside Wells. Pass to Hendricks. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Down low, Prosper. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. That's good from Pritchard. Grizzlies trail by 12. Defended by Pritchard. Outside Wells. 1:49 left to play in the 3rd. To the left side wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Rupert. And the 3 off target. Boston leading by 12. Drives to the hoop.
Woo!
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Pass to Jackson. Boston making a switch here. Passey's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
A minute 20 left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Rupert. Boston pulls it in. Here's Gonzalez. Rupert grabs the board.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
Defended by Bassie. There's Jackson with the three. Shireman grabs a board. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. With the drive, it's stolen. And Boston pushing it up now. Ball's going up the court. And Gonzalez gets it to go.
Talk about timing. That lead pass was right on cue.
And here's Jerome. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 16. Tries the spin move. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To halt the run. The shot no good. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Walsh. Fires the three. Sinks it from distance. Walsh has got 5 points.
Well, great decision there. Kicking it out to a ready shooter.
And so it's the Boston Celtics out in front by 19 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the chart. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Boston with the ball. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. They've got Ty Jerome, and it's Rupert in at the power forward spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Going inside. Rupert grabs the board. And the Grizzlies shooting the rock well at 46%.
Second personal foul for his team foul.
Here's Spencer. Jerome with the ball. Pritchard picks him up. Jackson with a screen on Pritchard. Here's Jerome. The baseline J is off the mark. Boston leading by 21. Pass to Shireman. Puts up a three. The rebound by Jackson. And he drives in. Here's Jerome. Nails it from beyond the arc. Jerome's got 21 points in the game.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Pritchard gets it to go. And so it's Memphis with it. Jerome feeling it out a bit. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Now here's Tatum, guarded closely. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Tatum's got 17 points here in the second half.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Rupert from 11 feet away. And there's Memphis with another bucket.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Prosper's checked in. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Shireman. Outside Pritchard. To the inside, Tatum. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Down low. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well, that's a smart play. Taking advantage of the mismatch in close.
Outside, Brown. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Yeah, taking over this one in effortless fashion. When Brown is cooking like this, keep working the ball to him.
Jerome passes to Jackson. Jackson.
He throws it down with two hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Pass to Brown. Jackson against Tatum. Back to Pritchard. Clock at 6. To the middle. A nice shot by Walsh. And the Celtics lead by 18.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
And Jerome has got the ball here for Memphis. Pass to Jackson. Here's Rupert. Knocks it down from distance. Rupert's got 5 points in the quarter.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Kick out to Brown. Now Pritchard. He's covered by Jerome. Pritchard gets it to go.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Grizzlies trail by 17. Now here's Jerome. They set the pick. Pass to Prosper. Takes a three. Boston pulls it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. The drive by Tatum. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible. Off the bounce, Tatum has so many different ways he can take you.
Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Jerome. And Pritchard pulls it down. Pritchard's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. There's the triple. Memphis with a rebound. Prosper's got 4 rebounds now. From 15 feet away, it's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. Tatum against Jackson. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist by Brown. Tatum's got 39.
Well, Brown is always looking to score, but he's far from a selfish player, and he will move the ball, too.
Inside, Tatum with a steal. Pass to Brown. Back to Pritchard. To the paint. And the layup is good off the glass. Walsh has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Pritchard against Jerome. Pass to Rupert. Defended by Brown. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Clock is at 3. That's short off the rim.
Good D. Got in his space and disrupted his rhythm.
And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. And that's now 17 points for Jaylen Brown.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Jackson with it. Picked up by Tatum. To stop the drought. Tatum pulls it in.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
And Boston pushing it up now. Here's Walsh. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Back to Jerome. Fires for 3. Boston with a rebound. Pritchard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Brown. Pass to Tatum. There's a screen. Here's Shireman, defended by Jackson, and the basket by Shireman. And there's 1:38 left in the final quarter. 4-3. Boston pulls it in.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Celtics.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jayson Tatum.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Tatum off the inbound. And he knocks the jumper down. Tatum's got 43 points.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Hits the three-pointer.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking them down, you might as well keep riding.
And the call will be against Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Coward. Here's the pick. There's the drive. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And here's Pritchard. 5 to shoot. The three, and they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's